for being here today. It's great to see you all. So we have decided to organize what will be the first edition of a global forum that will gather researchers and practitioners across sectors who wish to urgently advance the principles of democratizing, decommodifying, and decarbonizing. The manifesto and the book we've published helped agitate against the status quo, and they serve to draw the path for various innovations that can help change our economic and social systems. But we know that agitation and innovation are not enough for change to happen. We also need to help orchestrate change adoption. And we knew that to orchestrate that kind of change, to make it a reality at scale, we would need to create a space, a convening, to gather people across the globe who want to participate in change orchestration. And this is why we decided to organize this global forum. Our hope is that the forum will serve to create bridges between the diversity of actors who have to be engaged in this movement for change, including researchers, but not only, also business leaders, entrepreneurs, social entrepreneurs, the trade union movement, the environmental movement, NGOs, activists, elected public officials, and public servants. And so we are hoping that the forum will serve as a space to help forge a shared identity and a shared purpose, and help all of us build a common language to help advance the principles that are at the core of the manifesto. And so Lisa Herzog is now going to tell you more about the event, where we stand in terms of the preparation, because as Isabel said, this is an event we want to co-organize and to create with you. So we just created the scaffolding, we have it now, and so much more needs to happen. Lisa.
Thank you, Julie, and welcome also from my side. So we thought with 3 principles, it makes sense to hold a 3-day event. And Libby, can you share the slide? We have a few global plenary sessions for which we have really wonderful speakers, some of you whom are here today. Thank you very much. So the first day, Democratize, we have speakers from academia, from the trade unions, practitioners, and we're very glad that all of them have accepted our invitation. So each day there will be plenary sessions, and afterwards lots of others on which Pavlina will speak in a minute. But can you move to the second day? So we have day 2, decommodify. So you see the names here, again, people from academia, from politics, and from all over the world. And that's something that's very important to us, to really have a good balance. Day 3, I won't say all the names, I just moved to day 3 and you can see them here. Again, a mix of speakers, different fields and different backgrounds in the spirit of transdisciplinary and transnational knowledge creation. But just as important as these plenary speakers are a couple of other really high profile names who've agreed to be part of that event, and we'll see how we will build a program with them. We are very happy. You see a number of probably prominent people here from these different fields. But this is not the only part. This is where we stand at the moment, what we've done so far. I hand over to Pavlina to describe how you can involved.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. So how is the event going to work? There are a couple of important things to know. This is all a virtual event. It's an online event, and it's designed to be participatory. Everybody's welcome. Everyone can propose panels, and we do really solicit your help with the organization of these various panels. There are 2 key things to keep in mind. The event is free. You can register for it, and there is a form on our website that you can use for the registration, and Libby can help me show that form. It's basically a form where you can input your ideas. You can propose individual papers, you can propose panels, you can describe the participants and their contributions, desired and hoped contributions to. Okay, thank you, Libby. So, this is what you will see actually when you go on our website. You're going to click on the link. There are several steps to go through. You can be looking at either panel or speakers, individual contributions, or a book discussed, and you can check one of these boxes. And Libby, is there another slide here? Okay, all right. So you can go on the website and use that form. The registration, as I said, is free, but the conference is not free. We are using an interactive web tool. It is a platform which will host this event, and we have chosen it specifically that it permits interaction, collaboration, networking, chatting. So it's going to be all fully immersive experience. And so we are right now, we have raised the funds necessary to sponsor this event. We continue to do so with the remaining funds, but primarily from universities to make it truly an independent event. What we are hoping that you can do is contribute with the organization. So we have an ask from you. We'd like you to think about panels that you could organize, help organize, where you would commit to inviting collaborators that would be from multiple areas. And we have broadly kind of developed 7 rubrics of what those areas might be. We can imagine communities of, obviously, of academics, trade unions, that would be 2, environmental movements, NGOs and activists, progressive business community, progressive elected officials, media or journalists. And the idea behind this is that we are not going to just invite people with whom we naturally collaborate and with whom we naturally have connections, but also going to think about bringing people from outside our obvious circles. Really, the goal here is to expand the reach of this endeavor, to broaden the community, and for that we welcome your help. With that, I turn it over to Flavia, who could offer more details.
Oi, bem-vindos, bem-vindas. Welcome, everyone. So we were thinking about how to make sure that we have a truly global engagement. So alternative between plenary sessions and panel sessions held simultaneously across the globe. Lots of female speakers and diversity, because it's also important to decolonize knowledge. So moments for gathering and connecting are also planned thanks to this innovative meet and mingle tools of the platform that Pavlomina just described. And this global forum will be open to all disciplines and types of actors and communities. And the plenaries will be translated in a few numbers of languages: French, English, and Spanish. Also Turkish and Portuguese, depending on the speakers that day. Proposals have to be made in one of these 3 languages, Spanish, English, or French, but the panels can be held in any language participants deem necessary. In particular, as panels are organized in a specific country in a specific context, we want the panel to be held in the language that is relevant for that country. So in that in mind, I will pass the word to Ruth.
Hello, everybody. I'm just going to run through what we're actually going to be doing today. So the meeting today is a fantastic opportunity ahead of the Global Forum to start organising national chapters and setting up panel sessions. So we're going to be very soon moving into breakout rooms, where you will find yourselves together with some other people from your own countries. So we've got a list of the signatories organised by countries, and we will be able to share with the group of coordinators of each national chapters. So we would like to invite you to strategize about the types of panels your country needs most at the moment. So, for example, to organise a Zoom call with signatories from your country. And also to think about how to make the conference a great success in your country. And to help you with this, we would like you to discuss the following questions, and the questions are also going to be put up in the chat. And these questions are, very briefly, what are the most specific issues facing your country at the moment as they relate to the 3 principles of the movement? What are the most interesting initiatives that exist at the moment in your country that you would love to discuss? Is there a small group of people who could help to coordinate the effort at the national level? And if there is, even if it's just one of you, please make yourself known to the group, and we will be communicating with you afterwards. How can you organise ahead of the forum to reach out and ensure dialogue amongst different kinds of participants, academics, academic communities, progressive business communities, trade unions, environmental movements, NGOs, journalists and activists, and maybe more that you can think of? So we're going to ask you to discuss these questions for about 25 minutes. And after this, we would really love to hear a little summary from a spokesperson. So please, could you start your discussion by making sure that there is a spokesperson and that there is also a note taker who can summarize the discussions. And we would really be very grateful if the notes could be taken in one of the 3 languages of the conference, French, Spanish, or English. And what we would like you to do is to make those notes and then to add them at the end of your discussion into a Google form that will appear on the chat. That just helps us to be efficient in collating all of your responses. If you're a group that's small enough, say for example, under 10 people, you could get to know one another by making some quick introductions. But if you're a larger group, you're probably going to have to move on quickly to discussing the questions. I think that's all that you need to know at the moment, and you are going to be moved on into the breakout rooms very soon.
All the very exciting discussions. And we are looking forward to receiving each group's emails and working together make this event a great success. And the Global Forum website is globalforumdw.org, which Libby just posted on chat. And the registrations will be open by June 1st. Now I'm turning to Alicia, our working conference manager, for more details.
Hi, everyone. I'm very happy to see so many of you present today. So I will be your link to coordinate for the global conference. You can reach me at the email address in the chat in español, en français, en portugués, and in English. Do start, propose panels, gather, organize, but I wanted to, before we finish this great discussion, to point on 3 things. First, really insisting on the idea of bringing different communities that don't often talk to each other. So academics, progressive business, trade union movement, environmental movement, NGO, activists, journalists, etc. The second point would be to really insist on the fact that if we want the global forum to be truly global, to really reach out to your contacts, colleagues in some areas that now are a bit unrepresented, like Asia and Africa. That's something that we think is very important. And finally, don't hesitate to share the good news on social media. We prepared a tweet that Libby is going to share in the chat. And again, don't hesitate to reach out to us if you have any question. I will follow up with the national head of chapters. But thank you to all of you for being here today. It was great to see so many of you present, and I can't wait to receive all the contribution and let's make this real. Yes, thank you so much to all of you.
Thank you. Alicia, I think we're done now, right? So I think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If I wasn't clear with my message, this is the end. The end.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So thank you everyone for being
so
present, and let's make
you.
this global forum an amazing event. Have a good day. Have a good night. Thank you so much. See you everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bonjour. Bonjour. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.